What up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to MCTV. We're gonna talk a little bit about some UFC real quick, and the focus of this discussion right now is gonna be Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman. It just came back on the top of the table because we got to be real when it comes to Colby Covington. He talks a lot of good shit. You know, he's good at marketing the fight, selling the fight. I wouldn't like to compare him to a Jake Paul, but in a sense we can because he knows how to talk enough shit to get under your skin and create some type of animosity or negative, vibration between him and whoever he's causing the tension with. So in that aspect, he knows how to rouse something up or get a crowd, riled up and get them to become energetic about, and passionate about the fight or what's the feud that's taking place. And so Colby Covington can do that. And also, we'll hand it to him, in this one aspect, he gave us one of the more interesting fights, even with the broken jaw, when it comes to fighting Kamaru Usman. Not many fighters can come back from being hit like Colby was hit. And then, he didn't really complain about it much, so we're going to, nod our head to that. And then also, he healed from it very well, though. He took his time, and he seems to be like, okay, my jaw was tested, it broke, but I'm ready to test that shit again. Okay, so who knows what's going to happen in this fight? We see what happened in Masvidal's second fight. I mean, that was a slow motion, scientific, precision, analytical breakdown of an actual knockout with all the consecutive hits that what is his name? Is it Kamaru Usman? I forgot what it is. Kamaru or something. I don't know. Kamaru or some shit. I'm just trying to remember what Kamaru's name was. But Kamaru Usman, the way he delivered that knockout was just spectacular. You couldn't get any better than that, especially in slow-mo. It was just so technical of each, consecutive hit, landing a more devastating effect to the actual ultimate knockout. Now, Colby Covington, he can definitely get that heat. He can definitely get that fire again. He can get that hot sauce again, because Kamaru is just not the one to be tested or messed with. And I don't know how many times he has to tell these guys in his division that he's not the one. He's proven he's already coming around for the second time. If anybody thinks that he's scared or he's folding or he feels weak or intimidated that Dana White wants to put him against Covington again, you're highly mistaken. Kamaru has never showed any, if anything, what Kamaru has said regarding Covington is, what has he done since their last fight? Besides Woodley, who lost 4 fights in a row. What has he done? And then, meanwhile, Kamaru defeated Woodley. He defeated everybody. So, but what has Covington done besides one fight since his fight with Kamaru Usman to make him say, personally, I want to go after Colby, the guy who I broke his jaw and stopped? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Kamaru's mindset. Now, Dana says this is the mandatory matchup. No problem. Championship mindset. No questions asked. Job's going to get done. Not just because Dana White ordered it and said it, because that's his mission as a champion. And if those are the rules and that's the rubric, just like in wrestling, you know how to do the moves and execute them down to a T with your character infused. That's all it takes. All he has to do is bring himself and show up and do what he does best because he's a champion. So it's a whole different story. But if he had a choice, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't take anything away from him or make anything less. I wouldn't want to fight Colby Covington either if I knew that I broke his entire jaw off. Fight's over. I won, clear as day. There's no need for a rematch. For the sake of the fans and for, Dana White trying to make some money because he knows how big the fight will be again, so be it. And I think Kamaru is actually excited for this. I'm excited for this. I want to see this. I just don't want the media spinning the narrative. Because if you guys don't know by now and don't understand by now who Kamaru is and the respect that his name demands because of the way he carries himself in and outside of the ring, as a family man, as a man in general, as a fighter, as a champion, how humble and how much humility he has, you know what I'm saying? Then you've got this whole thing out of context, you know what I'm saying? Respect must be put on Kamaru Usman's name when it comes to any of these fighters, even Colby Covington. He is dominant, he is the king of his division, rightfully so. He went through all of the hard parts and defeated all of the individuals, maybe besides, Wonderboy, Stephen Thompson. I think everybody knows the outcome of that. I'm not trying to count that guy out. I'm just being realistic. I'm being real. You got to put it how it is. So, like this video if you agree with me, you know what I'm saying? Colby Covington is a great fighter. He's just not on Usman's level, okay? It's going to be a hell of a freaking fight. I'm Team Usman. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to MCTV.